Hello and welcome to Broadcast Beat's 2016 IBC show pre-coverage. Today we have James McKenna, Vice President of Facilis Technology. How are you, Jim?
Doing great, Ryan. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for being with us. So storage is everywhere these days. What's unique about your message and how do you quiet all the noise?
Well, for a long time, we've been all about asking the question why. Why are you looking for shared storage in the first place? It doesn't have to be about the technology, it doesn't have to be about the latest bells and whistles. You want it to work, you want to be able to make money with it, you want your staff to be able to be comfortable with it. You don't want to have to rely on an outside IT firm or engineers and people with degrees that you've never heard of to be able to manage it. So we keep things simple. We keep it simple for the creative folks. We keep it simple for the engineering folks who are trying to sort of move into that sort of IT realm. And with the IT convergence and post these days, there's a lot of stuff out there that you really need to know what you're doing to run it. So we try and keep it as simple as possible. But under the covers, of course, in the product itself, the technology is extremely complex, and we do everything to optimize the system for the best possible outcome, no matter what application or what bitrate video or what workflow you happen to be working with.
So Jim, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing post workgroups today?
Well, doing a white paper that's going to be available soon. It's about sort of asset management or asset tracking. I sort of tried to coin a new term. There's MAM and there's PAM and there's DAM. We're doing PAT, which is production asset tracking. It's a lot different, and really what people are looking for, a lot of our customers are looking for, is a way to find the media that they have through the editorial process and into archive and be able to track it post-archive. So what we offer is a free software that comes with our system for 5 seats, and then we can expand beyond that if needed. And it really just to track the assets that you have. I think the big challenge a lot of companies have now is that they're still getting used to the idea of having nothing on tape anymore. Everything is file based, and the cameras give you files that aren't necessarily have nothing to do with the actual content of the clip, and you have to then, after the fact, ingest those and bring in that media, and then decide how you're going to label it so it can be found later. It's not as easy as sort of logging and digitizing like it has been in the past. So a lot of companies are finding a lot of challenges with this file-based workflow, and with asset tracking, the ability to catalog it, index it, add custom metadata to it, be able to search for it later, be able to find it, be able to access it directly in the application. That solves a lot of problems, I find, for our customers these days. So
VR, it's certainly a hot topic right now. There's even shows based around just virtual reality. Will this become a huge thing in the next year or so?
It's pretty exciting, and people that ask me about VR, and it's like, well, it's kind of like 3D, isn't it? That didn't really take off. Yeah, well, 3D has its issues, and the idea of 3D is that you're only as immersed as the sort of the equipment and the resolution and everything gives you the ability to be, and the VR world has been around for a while, and it's been slowly evolving to the point where now we actually have the rasters and we actually have the chips to be able to pick up the images that can actually make you feel like you're fully immersed in an environment with VR. And just perusing some of the technologies around NAB this year, I'm convinced that it's going to be a thing. I think that we're going to see in the next year or so, and also the thing that actually is going to be great about VR and all of these formats in general that broadcasters aren't even really thinking about yet, never mind creating standards for and figuring out how to broadcast or distribute. It's all online these days, right? So you can just go and find YouTube VR videos. Granted, they're not going to be very high quality. You really have to get a better distribution model to sort out sort of how you get a very high resolution, low compression type of a product out there that people can really be fully immersed in without having sort of their Xbox and their home system sort of doing everything for them. And then distribution becomes simple. You simply upload it to the web, and it starts making money for you. So I think VR actually does have some legs to it, and the equipment that's out right now is really usable, and it's quite an experience if you get the right show to watch.
Yeah, it's very exciting stuff. So tell us about some new sales to big customers that you guys have had recently.
Pretty proud of a lot of our repeat customers because we have some really big names that are reinvesting with the product. Deluxe Digital Media Services. A lot of the Deluxe brands on the West Coast are heavily invested in Facilis, as well as in Chicago and on the East Coast. And you know, they keep coming back because we situate so well within so many different workflows that they have, whether it be finishing or Avid or rushes or offline editorial. We can find ourselves in most every workflow that they have in-house.
All right, Jim McKenna, Vice President of Facilis Technology, thank you so much for being with us, and we're going to see you at the 2016 IBC show at Hall 7, stand B40. See you soon.
Great, we'll see you then, Ryan. Thanks for having me again.